you're 4 games in the season, about a quarter of the way. What part of your game do you like? What part of your game do you need to get better at?
Part of the game I like is, that, I'm not thinking, I'm just getting, downhill, or, that I'm just covering, doing my technique. And then what I don't like, sometimes, my eyes get a little wandered in, like, my man coverage, or I'm peeking in the backfield a little bit when I'm defeating a block, or, the block's coming up on me. But in the back end, while I'm in the center field a little bit, my breaks could be a little better. My eyes could be on point. I would say that.
Being able to peak, was that something you could kind of get away with in college that you can't get away with in the NFL as much?
No, I would say not that. I would say, while I'm defeating the block, if I defeat the block first and then, start looking, because I gotta, I'm pretty good at doing, multitasking, so which I was doing on the field. But I feel like, if I want to be more cleaner, I could defeat the block first and then get to the ball, or get to, the flat or the third or whatever it is on that down.
As you guys took a look either last night or this morning on how Daniel Jones was so effective in the first half, what did you see? What?
Just a lot of them just hitting us with a lot of 13 personnel boots, just trying to run a lot of boots to the nub, which you really don't see, which they haven't shown. Just a lot of boosts to the nub, him really scrambling, him really not throwing the ball at all, just him scrambling and then handing the ball off to Saquon. So just seeing a lot of boosts and a lot of, certain plays, running up the middle, or, trying to not really getting the ball to the perimeter, but trying to, run it up the middle and try to, hit us with a lot of boots.
Your sack on him later in the game, is that an example of how you guys adjusted to that boot game to attack him a bit different? Yeah,
I would say that was a adjustment. Just a great play call. It was just a great play call. I wouldn't say it definitely adjustment, but a great play call. At that point in the game.
What made his play fakes so effective?
I wouldn't say they were effective, because it's just it was just a right call for them. I would say that, but
with the ball,
just probably him, because you watch it on film, our linebackers really only took one step forward, or not even, they didn't even take a false step, they just got right back. Everybody really just did their job, just certain plays and things like that. It was just a great play call by them, but just him probably just having the ball. If anything was good about it, him having the ball.
On the 21-yard, Jones' 21-yard touchdown, I think you're engaged with the tight end. What can you do any better on that, or what was your kind of role in that?
I'd do better. Probably just have my arm on the tight end with my, probably just pin my arm against him, have my right arm free, and then chase him down. I don't know. It's just a certain defense we were in, so.
Right, but that was just more like a good play call for them then.
Yep.
What are the conversations like in the defensive huddle when, as you say, they keep going to that boot over and over, and it took a while for you guys to be able to stop it?
Conversations, really, not really, just adjustments. I feel like our conversations, we always stay positive. We never, argue or things like that. We always, just staying positive and trying to figure out, what we're seeing and giving it to the coaches, and coaches, telling us what they see and they're giving it back to us. So it's kind of just, back and forth, and then we adjust it. So.
Well, given the bond that you formed with Eddie since you got here, what's your reaction to the ball production he's had in the first month, and just kind of how gratifying that is for you guys as a unit?
Yeah, I thought that play he made, that was a crazy play. I was watching it, in person, watching him track it the whole way and then him catch it. I was like, yeah, that's a great play. Not too many people can make that play. Not too many safeties actually can make that play. That's different. Him just, tracking it like he's in the center field playing baseball, him catching it, even with the receiver right there and giving the ball back to the offense, that's a huge play. No matter what nobody says, that's great. That's great safety play. And then, for the back end, that as I said, before, that just gives us more momentum, more swagger and things like that. Teams can't try us in the back end. We're showing that on film. We're proving it. Week in, day in, day out. Proving it all the time. They can't test us, back there. So, especially having Eddie back there in the center field, he's controlling, everything. So he's doing what he has to do, and then that's making our job easier.
On that point, how quickly do you look ahead to your next opponent?
It's the 24-hour rule, so I want to say very, not too quick,
6 more minutes.
Yeah. So I won't say too quick, but just try to, figure out, look yourself in the mirror, figure out what you could do better, and then, try to just watch film, on the defense, or try to just watch film, just try to, get little certain points and, just try to figure out, what you see.
I asked just because Jefferson's obviously going to be somebody that tests you guys on the back end. I'm just curious if you've watched much of him yet, or what your impressions are of him, just kind of casually watching.
I watch. Myself, I watched them when they played the Eagles. I was watching that game at home. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people were too. So, just watching that game, and then a little bit of the Detroit game. Just being at home watching it. So I'll say them 2 games I watched personally, but I haven't really looked ahead. But now since they're on, this is the week we're playing the Vikings. I'll be looking at that and things like that.
Most of the other teams that you've played, going back to even Debo, the most dynamic player on offense have been mostly ball carriers, right? Not necessarily these receivers that stretch the field. What are the different challenges, and how do you guys approach that thing differently? You like to play down and around in the box, around line of scrimmage. He presents a different challenge, especially with your number 1 corner being out for 2 games. What's the challenge of being able to prepare for a dynamic receiver like that?
We just got to do our part. Just come in, practice, do our job. We got great players. We got great defensive of group. Our defensive backs, are great. It's always next man mentality. So whether, Jalen plays or, if he doesn't play, I don't know. Coach Flus knows. So we're still going to go out there, and give it our best. I believe, we're a great secondary, and we're going to continue to show that and showcase that.
Can you go back to talking about your eyes on defense with the boots and with the play action? And we hear a lot about when your eyes wander. Where should your eyes be looking, and how do you fix it? Just get a little bit more specific.
Yeah, when I was talking about my eyes, I was more talking about it in the run game. I'll say they did catch me on 2 plays where, I maybe lost the receiver because the quarterback was scrambling. Then the other play were the boot. Where I stepped up, I still was on my tight end, but he just had slipped past me a little bit. I'll say maybe them just 2 pass plays out of the whole game, but I was more talking about in the run game because that's easy to fix. I could easily fix that. That's myself, not nobody else doing. Like, obviously, they know that they need to trick me some way, somehow, instead of just running routes, So from the backside, just have to have more discipline because it's on me. It's not nobody else. So it's really not, nothing to really get over on myself because that's an easy fix, and I know who I am.
How have you seen Kyler manage kind of the ups and downs of the first month?
Say it again?
How have you seen Kyler manage the ups and downs that he's been through in the first month of the season?
I'd say Kyler's good. He's always positive. We always have got our arms around him, but I feel like, Kyler, has been, playing great football. He's been doing, a lot of great things out there. So, he's going to be fine. We're going to be good.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.